question we've been asked this afternoon is the slides that have been distributed in some of the presentations which you haven't been able to attend to this afternoon, where that they will be available to you. We'd like to let you know that they will be uploaded onto our website, FiscalReps. So the slides and the podcasts too will also be up there for you to view if you didn't get to attend, obviously, all sessions. And finally, so to close the day, Mike.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Sorry, yes. Do you want to collect up our feedback forms very quickly? There is actually an iPad mini here. And there is one inside it. Just for the avoidance of doubt, FiscalReps employees are not allowed to enter. So trying to sneak in their feedback forms. Okay, yep. So, kind of to try and draw it all to a conclusion today, it's been a long day. I had someone remark to me earlier that it's harder than a day at work. So hopefully when you get back to the office tomorrow, it'll be a nice, easy day in comparison. I think there's been a lot of good content today. The world of tax does seem to keep changing. Hopefully you found it all very informative and very useful, and there's lots of things you can take back to your office with you. I think in terms of the what's been discussed, Peter Wintersgill this morning talked about the RUA and the European Commission and the desire to replace IPT with VAT. I can't say I sort of too keen on that particular route, but it's the world we live in. We're subject to change. I think his view was it will probably happen, but probably not for a long time. I think that was the sort of the consensus. I think it probably is a sensible thing. In the meantime, it probably makes sense to try and make the administrative side of tax compliance a lot simpler. If we can confront some of these countries and try and standardize reporting deadlines, reporting formats, those kind of things, I think that would go a long way to making life much easier for tax practitioners and taxpayers. So I think in the short term that's probably a better approach, and we'll leave the politicians to argue over sort of a wider change in the taxation system maybe in a few years' time. I think the Eastern European session, that provoked quite a lot of debate and a lot of question, I think, and on the back of that, I think what we're probably going to do next year is probably host a sort of a technical training session focusing just on Hungary on its own, and then maybe do a masterclass on sort of the Eastern European taxes collectively. Having spoken to a few people who attended the sessions, I got the impression that there was a lot of content they weren't able to get through in time, and I think if we dedicate a bit more time to that particular area, hopefully that will give people the answers they're looking for. As I said, the world of tax is changing, but I think in terms of what we're trying to do, it is about sort of keeping ahead of the pace, hopefully knowing what's going to change before it does, so we can communicate that to all of you, so you can make the right decisions within your business. Just to sort of conclude finally, so thank you to all of our attendees. Thank you for coming. I know some of you have travelled sort of across the country or from overseas to come today, so it's very much appreciated that you sort of put the time and the investment in coming to our forum, and I hope you found it useful. Thank you to all our guest speakers who volunteered their time as well. to come and stand up on the stage here and contribute, and also to the organisers. There's a fair few people within FiscalReps that put a lot of effort into this. So again, thank you very much to the work they've done behind the scenes. In terms of the event next year, hopefully you've all filled in your feedback forms. You know, we're keen to know what you would like us to cover next year. So if you've got any ideas, any suggestions, please let us know. If you'd like your chance to stand up here and present, please let us know. We're always looking for speakers who are keen to participate. So please let us know. If there's any topics you want covered in more detail, you know, we welcome your ideas and your suggestions. I think the feedback forms are collected, so we'll do that in a minute. In terms of 2014, if you look inside the tax report, which is inside your pack, there is an events calendar in there, which sort of schedules a number of events we've got planned for 2014. Just to sort of highlight a few, there's sort of the IPT and the VAT training courses which we run. I think we run those twice a year. There's a couple of sort of country technical courses which we ran earlier this year, which we'll run again next year. We're starting an IPT diploma, I think, which is scheduled to start in September of next year. So if anyone is interested in becoming a qualified IPT, I say diplomat, but that's probably not the right expression, is it? Practitioner. Please let us know, and we can send you more information on those particular courses. We're 10 years old in about 2 weeks' time as a company. We were formed in early December 2003, so this is our sort of our 10th birthday, coming up very closely. As a consequence, I think we've looked at our brand and thought, well, we probably need to refresh the brand. So there's a new brand, a new website going live sort of early mid next year, so please look out for that. The other thing is, well, over the course of this year, we did we call them mini forums, kind of essentially a condensed version of what we've covered today. And we took those to about 5 different European cities, and you know, I think they're very well received. We're fortunate in that we have sort of French, Italian, German, Spanish speakers within our company, so we could deliver these forums in country in their language, and I think that really helped very much. So the intent is to carry that on next year. So there's a few sort of forums planned in a diary for next year. So if you have colleagues in any other countries, please sort of make them aware of that as well. They're more than welcome to attend. What's the time now? It's 25 to 4. Thank you for lasting the day. It's been it's always quite a long day, lots of information to take in. We do have an area booked in the Crutched Fry around the corner, so if you do have time, please come and join us for a drink. If not, sort of go home, put a wet towel over your head and try and recover from all the information overload. But you know, thank you for coming. We do appreciate it. It is sort of it's a day out of the office, and as Jeff remarked, we've all got emails to get on with, we've all got a day's work to catch up with. So we do hope you find it useful, and we thank you for sort of coming along and joining us. So just to conclude, do you want to choose someone at random to pick one? So the winner is Helen McDonough from RSA Insurance. Congratulations. Well done, you're welcome. Quick photo. Well done, thank you.